So we're here at the trail crossing on the uppermost section of Lost Cove. We just dropped down here. We've been here about a minute. And I actually had to kind of breathe, and I'm like misty-eyed. This is just unbelievable. I'm going to put it in the background. This is Lost Cove, upstream of the creek crossing now. That is just, and that's across the trail, just destruction of this stream bed on a scale that's just heartbreaking. Somewhere about between where I'm standing and where I'm videoing, there should be a decent little waterfall, big rocks. And I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of that later. It's downstream somewhere. So let's keep checking. We're gonna head on downstream and keep looking at the trail. This is terrible.
Truck upholstery may love us.
Yeah, down here on Lost Cove towards the upper side, stand on top of a pile of trees. That mess that used to be a spring at the bottom of it, and uphill, just a big slope failure landslide in the tops of more trees that we just went through. Currently, we are not on trail, can't find the trail. We're gonna head that way and hope the trail shows up in the next couple of 100 yards and see if we can make some better time than this. Let's do it. We're up here on Lost Cove still. I don't know if you can kind of see it. We just popped off the trail right here at the top of the bank where the dog hobble is. Should be coming down this area. Obviously it's not. We're gonna take a path down this side. The trail does stay on river right through here. So we're gonna have to make our way through this mess and try to access the trail again. That may be it right here, or that may just be a washout. I don't know. I'm going to kind of use this like a trail, but I do not believe this is the trail. Maybe it was. But this is just the level of damage on this trail. It's going to, man, it's going to take years to get this back to where it should be. Reroutes and who knows what else. So take a second, double check the map. It's telling me that we should be on the trail. Yeah, sure. I gotta say, electronic maps are kind of handy. Hold on, what do we got here? Legitimately hard to tell what is trail and what is just deposited sand. Okay, we've got the trail tread back. I'm gonna backtrack this to the last accessible point. This will be Lost Cove Trail. And I'm gonna mark this as the, well, go over this. I'm just gonna effectively mark this as the next available spot for the trail. Let's do that here real quick. All right, we're getting ready to head down Lost Cove Trail, and looking through the tree, we took a break for lunch. Looking through the trees, looks like there's a mess down here, and figured I'd roll the camera. So we're coming through the brush on the trail here. can see where the creek flooded up. The section of trail and the campsite we stopped at would have been underwater. This is just the eroded part of this sand right here is probably 18 inches to 2 foot deep. And it is hard telling how deep that is because it looks like there's a bank down here on the creek. So we're gonna cross over here. We're gonna have to track down the trail because it's kind of buried in this mess, but this is what I was seeing from the campsite. Just a enormous debris flow. And we're maybe halfway, I haven't checked my map yet, maybe halfway down Lost Cove from the upper creek crossing the Huntfish Falls. And craziest part about it is these things are all up and down this creek. You just kind of, they're off in the distance, and this is probably the closest we've been to one of these since we crossed over. So that's the state of the creek right now. All right, so I was up here on Lost Cove in March, and where I'm pointing the camera out was a campsite. We camped there, had this little rock over here, kind of nice little pool, down into this little plunge pool. But not only was all that on river left not open and not exposed like that, but river right, there's supposed to be a trail there. And there's probably 15, maybe 10, 15 yards of earth that are gone, that have taken the trail with it. I'm standing on the trail right here. It would have gone that way. Campsite would have been down a little bit from the hill. All of it just completely washed away up here.